There is a place in the United States where time is not measured in hours, but in footsteps. A place where silence is not empty, but meaningful. Since 1937, without a single interruption, day and night, in every season and every weather condition, one grave has been guarded continuously. Not the grave of a president, not of a famous general, but of a soldier without a name. This is the tomb of the unknown soldier, located at Arlington National Cemetery in Virginia. At first glance, the tomb appears simple. A white marble monument, clean and restrained, without personal names or dates carved into stone. But that simplicity is intentional. This grave does not belong to one individual. It represents thousands of soldiers who died in war and were never identified. Men who left for the battlefield and never returned with a name, a body, or a story that could be completed. Families waited, hoped, and mourned without certainty. The tomb of the unknown soldier exists for them. If you enjoy historical curiosities that reveal the deeper meaning behind monuments and symbols, consider supporting this channel and subscribing for more stories like this. The idea of honoring an unknown soldier emerged after World War I, a conflict that introduced a new scale of destruction. Industrial warfare left countless bodies unrecognizable, buried in mud, rubble, and mass graves. Traditional identification often became impossible. As societies struggled to process this collective trauma, many nations sought a way to honor those who had vanished without identity. The unknown soldier became a symbol of shared loss and national responsibility. In the United States, one unidentified soldier from World War I was selected to represent all the fallen whose names were lost. He was buried with the highest military honors in 1921. Crucially, his identity was never revealed by design. He was meant to stand for everyone, not to be reclaimed by one family alone. But the tomb's meaning continued to grow over time. Initially, the tomb was guarded only during daylight hours. Then, in 1937, the U.S. Army made a powerful decision. The tomb of the unknown soldier would be guarded 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, without exception. Since that moment, the guard has never been withdrawn. Not during snowstorms, not during extreme heat, not during national crises or global pandemics. The watch has remained unbroken. The responsibility of guarding the tomb belongs to an elite ceremonial unit, known as the Old Guard. Becoming a sentinel is not an honor granted lightly. Soldiers undergo intense physical and mental training. They must memorize the history of the tomb. For them, this duty is not a performance, but a commitment. The changing of the guard is precise and solemn. Every step is measured, every turn deliberate. The silence is intentional. There are no speeches, no dramatic gestures. The ceremony communicates one message: respect. The guards are not there to display power, but to protect dignity. Over time, additional crypts were added near the original tomb to honor unknown soldiers from World War II and the Korean War. These additions transformed the site into a memorial of sacrifice across generations. The unknown soldier from the Vietnam War was later identified through DNA analysis in 1998 and returned to his family. His crypt now stands empty, serving as a reminder that while science may restore names, the meaning of sacrifice remains unchanged. What makes this tomb unique is not just its history, but but its message. It does not glorify war. It does not celebrate violence. Instead, it acknowledges loss, responsibility, and remembrance. It reminds us that behind every victory are lives that never returned, and stories that were never told. Although this tomb is American, its message is universal. Every nation has unknown soldiers. Every war leaves families without answers. The tomb of the unknown soldier speaks for all of them. It stands as a quiet promise that those who gave everything will not be forgotten, even when their names are lost to history. That is why this grave never sleeps. Not because it is in danger, but because memory is fragile, and some sacrifices deserve to be honored forever. Be honored.